Well, I hope Emma is fully recovered. Emma, excuse me for turning up like...
Louis, your timing is perfect.
I'm not so sure. Home is dead.
Killed by Mortimer?
I saw it with my own eyes, but you don't seem surprised. Can you explain?
Sorry, there's not enough time to.
Looks like she's better.
Louis, I have brought Emily back from the ether.
I beg your pardon?
It was the last thing Home did, as if to give us a chance of making it through. He guided me step by step just before he disappeared. Unfortunately, I could only bring her back in the body of a servant.
Are you serious? You brought her back in the body of a man?
Have you seen many women on the island? No. So I had to make do, and anyway, she'll have all the time she needs to find another body if we get out of here alive. I don't think now is the right time to be cherry-picking bodies. I don't want to rush you, but time is short. We are in great danger. When Holmes sensed his death was imminent, he warned me that we would be next.
It was to be expected.
But why attack us?
Good God! I know what he's thinking. He's obsessed with Cronus and Zeus.
That's true, but what's the connection?
He thinks he's both. Now one, now the other.
What do you mean?
Looking at the statue in the Great Hall, it's easy to imagine him as Zeus. And by doing away with his brother, he's about to start a war of the gods. I'll bet he's planning to attack his father, Emma. And besides that, he also thinks he's Cronus, devouring his children to ensure that none of his sons will turn against him.
In mythology, Kronos doesn't attack his daughters, if I remember rightly.
Are you serious? Do you really want to take that chance?
No, I was just saying. You can count on us. You wouldn't know how to defeat an ancient, child-eating, all-powerful demon, would you?
Well, believe it or not, he gave me the answer himself. We're gonna need the blood from a demon older than him. And it just so happens that I have the Holy Lance. It touched the blood of Christ.
What's the connection? You're not trying to say that Christ is...
I'll have to ask you to trust me on this one. Once this is over, we'll all have a few bones to pick, but for the time being...
All right, we'll follow you.
Good. Let's go then.
Are you sure you're ready? You're all right?
Yes, I feel a lot better. It's all a bit strange.
Sister, I believe we're ready for the end game. Louis, there you are. Look, she's better.
Perfect.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
Yes. Let's get it over with.
Louis, I've been expecting...
Oh, I see you haven't come alone.
To what do I owe the honor, Duchess?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole family.
Surprise, Father.
Emily, you brought her back from the ether. Well, I am impressed, my children.
It's over, Father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough!
Louis!
Who on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake? Did you think I wouldn't know what you are planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Help! My head!
Let's do it!
Now!
Ah, how dare you!
Keep going, it's working!
You creatures are pitiful. Tell me, Emma, Are you sure you were right to bring your sister back in that grotesque body?
On the contrary, Emma, Emily will be able to exist by herself. Once she's changed bodies, you'll finally be able to live your own separate lives.
No more resentment or comparisons ever again.
We'll be free at last, Emma.
Perfect.
Emily, you have always been the dominant one, and you expect me to believe that you're now going to simply hand over your whole life's work? You can't fool me, my girl. I can read you like a book.
Emma, Emily, don't believe a single word of what he's saying. You both braved hell together, united, and that's the only way we can get out of here.
Louis is right, Emma.
Yes, you are right, Louis. We will not be misled by this kind of manipulation, Father.
Good. We stand firm. If this continues, Mortimer won't have any hold on us.
Emma, my dear daughter, let me help you. You have won. Look, you have it all. You are Duchess Hillsborough. You are rich. You are young, beautiful, influential. I'm so proud of you. You are the one I've been waiting for. You know what she's like. You know she harbors vengeance in her heart. She'll never let you have all this to yourself. Never. I beseech you, let me help you. Let me protect you, darling.
Don't believe him, Emma. Look at what he did to Gregory, his own brother.
You have no idea who he really was. I knew him. I endured his bullying. He was a vicious manipulator. Look at yourselves. Why are you here? Who persuaded you to kill me? Your very own father. Don't you think that since your arrival here, at my home, if I really wanted to kill you, I would have had every opportunity?
Louis.
No, Emma. Don't believe him.
But Louis, it's true. Who persuaded us to attack him? Who whispered a plan in our ears? What can you say to dispute that?
Emma, look at her. Look at Emily. You know her. She knows you.
But
Go on. Look at her. It is her. She loves you. She's counting on you.
Emma, help us.
My sister. Get him!
Louis! No! No, don't do it!
It's over. You've lost.
No, Louis! No, stop! Oh! My son! You will regret your actions when you see him.
Come, Louis. It's over.
Let's leave.
Von Wollner tightened his political and spiritual grip on King Frederick William. On the death of the king in 1797, Johann retired with his wife to his country estate in order to continue his work on his theological and alchemical thesis. Manuel Godoy's close relationship with Napoleon enabled him to claim a part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the fall of the kingdom. He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita after recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon Bonaparte continued his political and military rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen and leave France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference. During his second term, George Washington had to deal with a number of rebellions. He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with Great Britain, which forced him to give up a third term in office. He retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly coveted Louisiana Territory. The Duchess, enabling Great Britain to build closer ties with the United States on both political and commercial fronts, was her last diplomatic feat. She gradually withdrew from the English court and had to retire to the country, supported by her ever-present friend, the author Jane Austen. They say that the Duchess inspired her novel Emma, which became a bestseller in the year 1816. His Eminence Piaggi, having successfully accomplished his mission, returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic commitments. Fascinated by the techniques of exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. Sarah de Richet never returned from her trip to the English Isles. Her disappearance spelled the end for the Golden Order and was the object of gossip for just a few days at the court of France. On his return to Paris, Peyroux resigned from his posting as judge at the revolutionary courts. He withdrew to the south of France with his daughter until his death. Nothing more was ever heard of Lord Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was a topic of conversation in the European courts, but only for a few months.